Hello, I'm back with my review series on Transformice, the cartoon series, this time with episode 18, Myception. The plot is as follows. Trix is dancing on the keyboard again in order to display the picture of cheese. They did that in first episode if you recall. There is one mouse watching them, but they seem to be bored until Trix displays strawberry. Mouse then proceeds to lick strawberry on the screen when it suddenly pops out of the computer, killing the mouse, and then rolling after Trix, who is running from it. It's implied that strawberry killed Trix, and then it turns out that it was just a nightmare that they were having. Trix wakes up, and they see that they have strawberry in the bed. It turns out that the strawberry has one eye, and it's implied to be alien, and then multiple strawberries on strollers keep riding towards Trix. And then it turns out that it's just another nightmare. Trix wakes up again. They turn on the light, and this time they have cheese on their bed. They want to eat it. But cheese and their glasses get abducted by strawberry aliens. Then they get abducted too, and episode ends here, and we have spinning strawberry in the credits. I have to say that I'm not the biggest fan of this episode. I don't really like this trope of, it was just a dream. I do think that these kind of stories are pretty much useless, and they don't add anything to the world and its characters. What can this episode tell me about Trix? That they have a rational fear of strawberries? People love to complain about filler episodes, but I kind of like them. You get to know characters more, their dynamics and interactions with each other, and that's okay. Not every episode needs to be high-stakes grand adventure. This show's focus is mostly on short comedy, so we don't get any overarching plot of adventure, since it's not the purpose of this show, but I think even in comedic show plot like this is useless because you could take it out and it wouldn't change a thing about the show. This is episode about nothing to me. Creators also do episodes like these because they want their worlds to feel realistic, so if they want to introduce some outlandish concept, they just go with the dream excuse in order to keep their world somewhat realistic. It's a fiction. You don't have to stick to the rules of reality. It's your world. It can be as ridiculous, comical, fantastical as you can imagine it to be. I'll say that creativity has no borders, and this show isn't that realistic in the first place, so all of this could happen for real as well. I'd say that a lot of problems that media faces today is restraint. Creators are afraid of taking risks in order to keep media safe and marketable to everyone, but the problem with that is the fact that there is no piece of media that will appeal to everybody because everyone has different taste and things they like, so by appealing to everyone, you actually appeal to no one because what you made is either incredibly generic, it's something that we have seen multiple times before, or it ends up being boring, which I would say is the arguably worst thing a piece of media can be. Getting back to the episode, it's the reference to the movie Inception, which I admittedly haven't seen, and I have no burning desire to see it like with some other things, so I can't speak much on this topic, but I suppose that the movie is obviously more in-depth than this episode. I don't really hate the episodes about dreams, I just hate the just a dream trope. I think dreams can be a tool that can be utilized well in the media. It just needs to have more to it than character is having a dream. Trix in this episode is having multiple nightmares, and they are the only main character here. I'll say that these nightmares are pretty deserved. You'll know why if you watched previous episodes. The humor is that the Trix is having multiple nightmares about strawberries. I don't really know why strawberries in particular. Maybe because our last horror was focused on the cheese? I didn't really like this episode because I don't like dream episodes. They just do nothing for me. I don't care much for Trix either. So those are my thoughts on the episode.
Bye.